No, no, I just wasn't talking. I kind of do that, admittedly, when this when the stream is just starting. But thank you for coming along, Nano. How you been? Yeah, I've been streaming this game for a long while now, and I'm super happy about it. As usual, if you have any complaints about audio, let me know. Uh, there's still like 2/3 of this I gotta deal with. And that's a lot of documents to read. Oh, I hope I didn't wake you up. I'm sorry. Foundation base camp. Oh, jeez. Now I gotta find my way all the way over there. Or better yet, maybe I can just fast travel. Got a Discord message. Then in that case, did you sleep well, Nano? Oh, okay. You're already up. Okay. That's a relief. I wouldn't want to, like, wake you up or anything. Though I suppose I would be in character for Yu-nee. Little brother, wake up. Hmm. She would probably wake up someone very gently. Oh, really? That kind of happens. You're playing Australia Simulator? If that's when you want to call control, then yes. Yes, I am.
Jesse, hey!
Emily, how did she get down here?
There's a lot of documents.
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Hey, telling me to
Jesse,
use
you're
my
back.
keyboard?
So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s.
It'd be a little disrespectful.
Hey, the one you found is different than mine.
Maybe
It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
I think I'm gonna need
But
that.
I think you should hang on to it for now.
Yeah.
High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found.
Oh, that'll be useful.
I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Look, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
I don't know, $5. Giving them $5 for these things seems kind of stingy, but okay.
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it.
And they should have brought some dust masks, too, all that stuff they're breathing in.
So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
I like her boots.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say.
Don't be a stranger.
Wouldn't dream of a sweetheart. Nothing to say. Let's see, base camp. I'm gonna have to go up way for where I'm assuming the base camp is. I'm gonna have to find a way up there. And that does not look like it's gonna come easy.
Yeah.
And I was wrong. All I have to do is a little bit of platforming. I hope they're okay. Good. I don't know if I can rise this fast. Rise high enough. That was barely it. This one I did more than high enough, so that's good. This is kind of like that structure in that other room with all the pillars where we heard Audie's song. What is that over there? I'm gonna be coming back down here eventually, I'm sure, but I'm kind of curious now. Admittedly, I should have, looked down. Let's see, what have you got for me? Probably nothing good. Something good. Shifting fragment. Nothing down there. And the laundry's ready. Probably gonna go change that kinda soonish. Be nice if I had a flashlight of sorts. Okay, where is this? Not gonna explore this just yet, but I will get to it. Really would be nice if I had a flashlight of some kind. Also, this looks like I can do something with that. No? That looks like a bombable wall if I've ever seen it, but I guess not. I don't know, there's a line around here that kind of makes me think like maybe I can bomb this wall, but I don't know, I guess not. So like that other pillar room, this is... They've explained it plenty already. This is the oldest part of the oldest house. Shatter projectile choke. Let's see, shatter, boost, choke, minus 72% damage. 2%, minus 17%. Gonna get rid of that one. Now I'll go climbing on the side of a mountain ridge. That little ridge over there? No, it doesn't lead to anything. Okay. What's this over here? Another document. Unacceptable behavior memo. Hidden location. Something I did not discover as much of as I thought I would. Okay. Y'all need to chill. Well, that's the first time that's happened. Isn't there a term for that, like a fake treasure chest? Shield strength, plus 41%. Do I have anything better than that? Plus 54%. Let's get rid of that one. Ammo gained from taking melee damage. Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't like the sound of that one. I'm not gonna use that one. Mimic? Yeah. I think that's it, right? The treasure chests that, like, have a monster in them. They put a mimic in this game. This game's equivalent of a mimic. Unacceptable behavior memo from the desk of Director Northmore. To all Foundation personnel, it has come to my attention that members of our exploration teams have been relieving themselves of their God-given liquids in the chasms of the Foundation. As per earlier orders, all personnel currently serving the Foundation must expel fluids, urinate, do their business exclusively into the correctly colored and labeled vials provided by research personnel. To do otherwise disrupts the ongoing study of the Foundation and demonstrates a profound disrespect not only for the board and its oldest house, but also for the bureau you so proudly serve. If I discover any first-hand agents treating the Oblivion as their personal lavatory, they will be forced to go down there and personally clean up their mess. Signed, Director Broderick Northmore. Man. That is the very definition of a stingy company. I swear, dude. Excuse me, sir, you cannot pee into the bottomless void? I can't even make a joke about that. That was a joke on its own. You cannot pee into the bottomless void, sir. That is unacceptable behavior, sir. Excuse me, sir. You can only pee into this vial I'm giving you. Why? It's very important. Classifying reasons, sir. Base camp. You know, one thing I find disappointing is that you can't just, like, lift up objects. Ooh! I crunched to those. And, like, use them as platforms, kind of like Breath of the Wild does. Which is one of those few things I will admit I like about Breath of the Wild. It's not as if Breath of the Wild is a Kuso game. It does things right, but I don't know. The reason I complain about it so much is just because I loved the original Zelda formula, and for them to change it like that stung. A lot. Got a Discord message. I'm really sorry earlier I didn't greet you properly, Tribal. It's good to see you, and I'm glad you were able to join, so thank you. How are you doing, Tribal? Is everything going better? That one was cutting it a little close, but I made it. Funky place up here. What's that over there? They just kind of stay suspended in the air. They don't even blow up. Maybe it's too far away. It looks like there's something over there. Let's see. fierce. Yeah, and my grenades are pretty fast right now, too. They're just stuck in there. What is that, I wonder? Why? I wonder how many kids learn about geysers when they're little and they ask their teacher, is that like the planet farting? Oh, heck no. They're not fighting me for some reason. But there's 3 of them and 1 guy they're fighting, so I better even out those odds myself later. I need you to move out of the way. I'm not someone you want to make an enemy out of. I'm trying to help you. Knock it off. No. Enraged ammo refund. Ammo recovery on taking hiss charge damage. These are too specific. These are way too specific. I do not like these one bit. Spin grouping efficiency. Let me switch back to charge. Let's see, now where am I? This one leads where I want to go. The base camp. I'm gonna go back up there and see what else I can find. Spin rate of fire boost. Oh. Spin. Reminds me, we need to upgrade spin. Accuracy. I already have that, so. Next chance I get, I'm gonna upgrade spin. Because I could use that. I haven't upgraded spin in a long time, but everything else is kind of maxed out. I'm gonna stand and start throwing more things at me. Concussed energy recovery. Melee damage. These aren't very good. Source gain from melee hits. Source is always nice, but if it's like you're getting peanuts, then what's the point? Speaking of, how much source do I have? 47,000. Almost 50. Almost 48,000. I'm not gonna use that one. I like my set right now. It's more of that thing that happens in games where sometimes you find the good things and they end up being like the best. And you have no reason to bother with anything else. And on that note, this guy's just kind of not noticing us. Hi, Saki. I didn't mind you. Well, I mean, I didn't... What? I didn't notice you earlier. Sorry. Did I keep you waiting? I apologize. How are you, Saki? I'm impressed. I've been streaming almost 30 minutes and I have not dropped a single frame. My connection is very nice to me. I just hope I'm not jinxing it. Casually? That's good. Might as well with this game. It's... I don't know, there's a lot of story stuff, and sometimes I feel like I don't really need all of it. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm saying, oh yes, please give me less content. Some of it is unnecessary, but... I don't know. Sometimes it's like, you don't think that's a few too many pages? Like I'm reading a book here. Just see Fade in the bed makes those noises with her brother. With her brother incest. Hi. This dude was just kind of vibing earlier. Okay, well, he's not vibing anymore. Did I get him? I got shifting fragment. Oh, since you're here now, Saki, I wanted to say something. I watched the Mario movie. I mean, you already saw my thoughts on it, but for the others who are here, I want to say that well, I'm not gonna remember all of my thoughts. But it was good. I liked it. It wasn't perfect. I had some complaints over it because you know, no movie's perfect, but I liked it a lot. It was pretty horrendously paced. It's like really fast. Should I watch it at a crappy camera? Well, I'd say you should, I don't know. I mean, you could, but if it were if it were me, I'd watch it in a theater or on DVD. Because like it's very colorful, it's very bright and vibrant. It looks really good. And it would be kind of a waste to just watch it on a crummy camera. Like, yeah, you could, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're just kind of making it worse for yourself. Hidden area? Oh, gosh darn it. But, yeah, my thoughts on the game, on the movie, it was good. I mean, I don't have too many complaints. Like I said, it was horribly paced. They kind of, because it was really, really fast. It's really short too, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, because I liked the movie, so I wanted more of it. And it feels like they ended too fast. I'm gonna need you to stop that, sir. I'm gonna need you to ow. You're mine now. And the whole thing with like girl boss Peach and whatever, the trailers, I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth between thinking it wasn't as bad as the trailers made it look, and thinking it's, no matter like how good or bad it was, it's still like worse. It's, you know, like still a problem, and it is. I will get to that in a bit because I kind of want to wrap up my thought, and I'm just naturally disorganized, and I have new stuff. Let's see. Damage while aiming. I'm confident I have something better than that. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Seize accelerator. I already have that. the girl boss Peach thing was kind of like, it wasn't too bad. And there are story reasons that kind of explain why she's like that. But at the same time, I don't know, I guess it's just because we've seen it in so many other movies that it feels like an excuse to seep in the whole strong feminist propaganda thing that has gone, oh, so exhausting. But, I don't know. How much you can tolerate that, I think that's up to you. Only you know how much you'll be able to deal with that. Me, no, I can kind of tolerate it because I can remember that, oh yeah, she was like that in the comics, and she's not awful. Like, yeah, I understand, and she is. It's very true. Like, even annoying political propaganda is better than nothing, because it really is kind of nothing outside of Paper Mario. But what? They didn't even do anything. There we go. Okay. Really is better than nothing in some of these games, because Peach really is a whole bunch of nothing, like outside of Paper Mario. I'm good at rock climbing games like Genshin Impact. Alrighty, let me collect my thoughts a little bit, because I keep getting focused on the game. She was like that in the comics. They're not too bad with that here. They don't make her like Miss Marvel or anything. Like Captain Marvel or anything, where, you know, she's like this horrible, unlikable, unredeemable character who hates everyone and everything for reasons. Like, she's not that bad. But she is fine. But like, if you have any complaints about that stuff, you are probably gonna dislike it. It is there. So, no. Warning ahead of time. Trauma ammo refund. Which I'm guessing means blunt force or something. Let's see, what other complaints did I have? The voices, I think, are all okay. They're all pretty good. Something I wanted to say about the comedy was that it actually lands. Like, I'm surprised for an Illumination movie. It was actually pretty funny. Like, even not comparing it to past Illumination movies, it was kind of funny. Maybe I'm just easy to please, but I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed a lot of the jokes. Ammo gains from taking me the damage. No, I'm Gucci. Rate of fire increase. I really not have that? Plus 59%, plus 37%. Okay, let's see. Favorite reference in the movie. There was a couple Galaxy references I enjoyed, just because I'm really nostalgic for Galaxy. And there's a Mario Kart reference, like, integrated into an actual scene. That I enjoyed as well. But I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll know it when you see it. Recovery on evade use. Evade is kind of good. Doesn't require you to like get hit by something. How can you be nostalgic for Galaxy? It only came out a few years ago, right? Man, 2000. What do you
This
mean?
area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Oh yeah. Sanai asking that. Hey, I'm gonna need you to stop that chaos. Control shit. Thank you. Charge blast boost. Blast radius. Be gone. But yeah, the voices were all pretty good. I think you'll like them. I personally really liked Chris Pratt. He sounded very natural in this. The way they introduced Mario and Luigi in the movie helped make it sound more natural. And I feel bad that I ever doubted Pratt's ability to perform as Mario. I probably would have doubted anybody's. Unless they casted an Italian guy. Because, and to be fair, this is not exactly the easiest character to cast someone as. And it brings me to an issue that I think a lot of the cast choices had. Where, they had to really deal with the fact that these characters don't speak full sentences. Those things were floating in the air for some reason. So they had to speak in a way that sounded like the characters, but was also natural and wasn't annoying. Because gamers are pretty impatient despite what they'll tell you. Or maybe they're not as impatient as they used to be. But I remember they used to be impatient, and I never felt like that changed.
There's something behind that hiss barrier.
So I think that was something of a challenge. Anya Taylor-Joy, I feel like simultaneously had it the best and worst. Because she just kind of speaks in her normal voice. But there was also that question remaining of like, how do I voice Peach without, sounding obnoxious? Mario, well, Chris Pratt definitely had it, I think by far the worst. Let's see, was there any questions I didn't answer? If there was, if I missed anything, please let me know. I kind of want to wait for the Brip, but the problem is that with that is that discussion in the movie by then is already long over. The Brip? Chris Pratt being from real world America made me okay with him just using his regular voice. In the movie. Yeah, Charlie Day, I think, was one of the actors who was probably the most convincing, and those textures formed as I got over here was probably, I think, the most fitting for Luigi, the character he played. Can I make it over there? Yes, I can. Is this important? But anyway, yeah, he kind of, like, his just normal voice fits Luigi really, really well. Like, the whole personality and everything. It's almost unfortunate that Luigi wasn't in the movie more, but, with what happened with him, they can only do so much. And they can only do so much, so it's not a surprise, and I'm not gonna hold it against the movie by any means. Another one that was surprising to me was Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. Like, he actually did a really good Toad voice, and I feel like that would have been a challenge. Like, but he sounded like Toad without sounding annoying like Toad. Like high-pitched and really raspy or anything. He sounded raspy, high-pitched, but natural. It was good, I liked it. And Toad's personality in the movie was really funny. He's such a bro, like, throughout the entire thing. He doesn't have a reason to, but that just kind of makes him better. Like, how simple his character is. He just decides, oh yeah, I'm best friends with Mario now. And he really sticks to it the entire movie. Oh, crap, I hope that's not a spoiler. was excited about that VA the most since I loved watching Key and Peele. Is there a thing here? No, there's not. And I think you're gonna... Or, oh wait, have you all watched it already, Nano? Oh, Blu-ray, blah, 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 blah. Blu-ray rip. Okay. Gonna want to wait for the Blu-ray rip, but the problem with that is the discussion of the movie by then it's already. Yeah, more or less. That is... It do kind of be that way, unfortunately. Everyone's like, oh, you just now saw it? I saw it the exact second it showed up in theaters. Nobody likes it now. What are you doing? But if you want to come talk to me about it on stream or, or Discord, you know me, I'm always up to talk about it. In piracy term. I don't know where to watch it at, nor do I have Blu-ray. I was gonna suggest I could stream it on Discord and I could just like buy a DVD thing to plug into my PC because I don't have that normally. I'll have to buy an external one, but I don't know if that would be a good idea. Like, I'm not sure if Nintendo would get on my case for that. We could order it online. But that is not what I wanted to shoot. There we go. Shift count part 1. I think that's more or less all I have to say about the movie. No, I'm pretty confident there's more, but I'm forgetting at the moment, which it has me really annoyed with myself. But yeah, it was a good movie. I'm gonna be going back and forth between this because at first I think you like kaiju movies, right? Godzilla, Yu-nee? I do. I fell out of them when I was a kid because there just wasn't any. And I couldn't really bring myself to watch the old ones. Because there's like a limit on how old a movie can be before you want to watch it. At least I think some people have that. It was like that for me, so I didn't want to watch the super old ones in the library. But I do like them because they're fun. And I kind of regret not having watched the old ones. I want to watch a gamer movie someday. But yeah, on that, Nano, I think you can probably order it online when it comes out, or a streaming service. Maybe you can stream the old ones one day. Maybe. If I get that motivation and the means to do it, I will. Maybe. Federal Bureau of Control. To whoever finds this, I am Containment Processes Designer Gene Gibbs, and I'm writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Oh. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the Processes and Protocols Office, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the fire break has been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. Oh. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We've set up a base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold like the quarry. Wherever we are, we're not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, where are we going to get out? Damn, so they really were just, as I said, yanked down here one day. I recently saw Mothra, it was pretty fun. It's a silly movie. Recently being like 2 months ago. Comparatively recently then. Maybe you can stream that someday. You seem to be kind kind of good at. It's more accessible to you, I suppose. Streaming movies, I mean. Since you have a lot of them anyway. I don't know if you have like your PC accepts DVDs into it, but either way. Like when I was building my PC, the case didn't even allow me. Didn't even have space for like a DVD player or something, which kind of annoys me. Like, is this another one of those conspiracy things where companies don't want you owning DVDs? If so, that's really annoying. I torrent them all. Oh, okay. Another document. Another document. Launch energy cost -19, -19. I mean, I'll hold on to it because I like it, but yeah, I don't know. Energy recovery speed. Anything better than that? No. Extra energy. I have a big hard disk drive with the movies I want to watch in it. Oh, right. Something I said I was gonna go back and forth on was that whether or not I like it over Sonic 2 more. Now, this isn't for the purpose of me keeping some.
This is the director.
Ugh.
I need a ranger at this location immediately.
Reinforcements are here!
This is a guy who thinks himself a Sentai hero. Oh, where did you come from? Okay, whoa. Alright, that was immediate. I am going to do my utmost to keep this guy alive, but I'm going to fail because these people are squishy. And this isn't something I'm doing for the intention of like keeping, you know, the Mario versus Sonic debate alive. You know, that's a rivalry long dead and gone. And the only people who keep it alive are like kids who are competitive about their favorite series and, you know, adults who are just used to it. Do I have enough for this? I have enough for one upgrade. I have enough for yet another upgrade. That is all. But like, at first I thought I liked Sonic 2 more because it did just a little bit more of what I want a game movie to do. But now I kind of like the Mario movie more that I watched it a second time. I took a relative there, you see. And I kind of like the Mario movie more because it's actually animated. Like, it doesn't have to. Well, it does have its own, you know, way of explaining how the game world exists. But I think that alone picks it up because I'm more able to suspend my disbelief and immerse myself in this world. So it doesn't bother me. So there isn't much to bother me about, like, there isn't much to make me feel like I'm watching a video game movie that, you know, with emphasis on the video game part. Like, no, it's just straight up a movie about its own world. That's how it feels. That's how I want it to feel. Actually, that could be kind of good. Energy from headshots, headshot damage. Rate of fire. Plus 59%. I'm gonna go for this, actually. That could be kind of good. Because if you're spewing a lot of bullets, that's a higher chance for those to refund. Sonic 2 and Mario both kind of did things right in the sense that, they had a lot of references. Mario more so, but Sonic 2 also gave across this, oh dearest me, this general feeling that it is made by fans. They know the series. Like, they had Enerjack in the movie. A casual doesn't know who Enerjack is, you know? But, they're a lot closer to what I want, and so regardless of which one's better, it does come to this mutual agreement that video game movies really are getting better now, finally. Guy who thinks himself a Sentai hero versus guy who thinks himself a hentai hero. Every image board user ever. Well, it doesn't matter that she has super strength and can shoot me in the face with lightning because I have penis power. If I penis her, then she'll bend to my will. Never mind the fact that she can break me like a stick. And yes, I think you know exactly what I'm referring to, Sasaki. To the others, I'm sorry, you're gonna feel kind of confused. Let's see. Okay, nobody has anything to say in one of the other discords, because sometimes Bleem goes in there and he tells me that he can't YouTube chat. Oh, and I don't want that being the case here. Maledom fans in like Monster Girl image boards. You should watch the Tetris movie. Really funny how that came at the same time as Mario. It did? Really? I should probably watch the Tetris movie, but I don't know. It seems too serious for my tastes. I'm really picky nowadays. Yeah, it's all coming back to you, isn't it? Kyiv. AWE-37, a series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kyiv with no general point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess blank in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and bureau stations in major cities across the globe. Subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. See file 71-849-062 for full hypothesis. I also like the fact that one's a movie that's an adaptation of the game, while the other's a movie about the creation of the game. It really shows how varied the medium is. For me, it really shows how studios are willing to get a lot more, I guess, well, yeah, varied, but I guess a little more creative in a sense. Like, it's not just, oh, what if we made it about a person that goes inside the quirky game world? Like, no, they're getting more creative with it now. And it's good. It's overdue, but it's really good. And maybe now is one of the better times when you have a lot of normies getting into video games. Sure, there's a lot that are just posers, but a lot of them are actually playing them on their own. Yeah, them getting more creative with it is very good.
Surround him! Free fire!
How did I miss this guy?
Suppressing!
Actually, I'm gonna need your help. This dude is so gonna die.
Find an opening!
I'm trying my best to keep him alive, but there's too many people. And even my cursor can't keep up.
Box him in! Don't stop firing!
What do you think you're doing? Knock it off. Don't you hurt him. Go away. Let go away, damn. Why is he not taking damage?
Bring it down! Push them back! Flank those bastards!
Alright, is that all of them? Okay. Whew. Not the hardest I've had to try, but I'm honestly surprised I made it out of there alive. What is this screen filter I'm seeing in here? Oh, it's the light. Or rather, I'm surprised that guy made it out alive. I'm more worried about him. Because again, they're squishy. Hi, Yu-nee, got good internet now, but I can't watch for long. What is that? You gotta head out soon? But I'm glad you have good internet now, Shortline. Let's see. I'd like to see a Rayman movie one day, maybe. Or maybe another Rayman game. Yeah, we can dream. That'll happen when Ubisoft finally makes enough money on a Rayman game. Or when they, I don't know, make a return to form. This guy could teleport with me? Okay, well... Is there gonna be anything important in here? That's what I wonder. Rayman game in 2023, imagine. Yeah. Wish Rayman existed in 2023. I think a lot of people do. Going out to eat with family tonight. Oh, really? Do you have a restaurant you're planning on going to? Please tell me so I can track your exact coordinates based on the restaurant you're eating at. Okay, so we found something.
You're listening to America Overnight.
Rayman
Now
is
in
from
its
France, was it?
29th
Was he?
year. Or is it?
Or is it?
It is, don't worry. Tonight we're discussing thrift store oddities and one-of-a-kind finds. Peggy's on the line from Biloxi. She and her husband found a beautiful Himalayan salt lamp at a garage sale. Tell us about it, Peggy.
I'd heard of salt lamps, you know, those glowy rocks you plug in. They're supposed to release negative ions. Clear the air? I got one, only $4, and I put it in our living room. I thought it would look nice there. It gives the whole room this lovely orange glow.
Now this is usually when the call takes a turn.
It's my husband. When he's in the living room, he won't take his eyes off the lamp. He's obsessed with it. If I turn it off, he gets so upset. He says it needs to stay on no matter what. Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. He wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room staring at the lamp. He was smiling. His eyes were open, but I thought he might be sleepwalking, so I shook him. He just kept smiling at the light. Then he started to speak. He said, every time a reflection reflects itself, it gets a little greener.
I've read that.
And then he turned to me. He was still smiling, eyes open. My husband's eyes are brown, almost black. But the eyes of the man in the living room last night, his eyes were green.
Sounds just like Decatur. Get everything you can out of her, then call HQ. Peggy, I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but we need to go to commercial. I'd like you to stay on the line, though. My producer, Karen, needs a little more information. Okay?
Okay.
America Overnight. We'll be right back.
Did you guys see that person pressuring them to interview her further. That was a little creepy. A Greek restaurant, that sounds nice. I've been to those a few times. I have to emphasize to leave out the onions, but they're pretty good. I kind of miss having a gyro. Like, I don't know, gyro meat is just really good. It's very tender and soft.
Attack from the side!
What?
Go around him!
What's going on? What are you aiming at?
Don't give an inch!
To who?
Advance!
Where? Okay,
Flanking!
Rayman's Frenchman. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. How do you... I don't know about Rayman. Was he French? I don't know. How would you feel if they announced the Zelda movie? I'm going to save that one for the end because I'm going to be talking about it for a little bit. I decided I'm going to draw my own PNG avatar, YouTuber avatar instead of commissioning it. The problem is while I have the tablet, I don't have the stylus and I won't have enough to buy one for a week. Well, what you could do is you could like sketch it out on paper just to get a feel for it. Then take a picture of that, upload it to a computer, put it on a separate layer, make it transparent, and then I guess trace over it if you want to. That way you've already done all the hard stuff with like drawing it on paper. You can draw on phone. You can do that shoreline. You can try drawing on your phone, but it's not ideal. It's kind of hard, I think. At least they're like really zoomed in. Eat gyros to restore health. JonTron reference. Oh gosh, I should have kept up with the JonTron
Get
videos.
around them!
Because that has me out of the loop.
Flank! Now! Flanking! Push up!
I'm gonna save a melee attack. That way I can just easily break this stuff. Instead of the game going like, oh, I'm sorry sir, you need to use skill points based on certain circumstances to use this. Like, man, just let me do the thing whenever I want. Anything else here? Huh? Doesn't look like it.
Flanking!
Okay. What finger? That seems... No, you can use a stylus. A stylus or tablet, I'm looking online, man, on the same brand. Like, you can use some cheap styluses that you can order. And you can do it there on your phone, draw with it, but it's, again, I don't think that sounds ideal. But if you want, if you really need something, you can. But again, I would sooner just draw. Recommend drawing it on paper and pencil. Maybe with coloring pencils too. That way you get the general idea. I already have it sketched. Oh. Yeah, never mind then. I don't know what else to recommend. Zelda movie? Do we have to cast a beautiful man? Well, anyways, I have to go get ready now. Sorry I can't watch. Have a fun stream. Alright, thank you, Shoreline. Thanks for joining, and I hope you have fun at the Greek restaurant. Sounds really good. I'd like to.
Someone call a plumber. Glad no one was around to hear that.
Call the Super Mario Brothers to save Brooklyn and Queens and your wallet. Thank you, Super Mario Brothers. The only thing you haven't drained is my bank account. What? Anyway, And I don't mean to neglect you, Saki. I am getting to it. I'm very conscious of your question. I just gonna wrap up all the other questions first and get to a point where I can focus. Because that is a question I care about a lot. Where's my partner? Where is he? Where'd he go? Okay. Have fun, Shoreline. Thanks, Travel. No worries, man. Have fun, Shoreline. Tell us how the Greek restaurant was. You need to control, Yu-nee. I do need self-control. Okay, now, thoughts on the Zelda movie. No joke, somebody asked me that. He was talking about Breath of the Wild. Oh my goodness. What happened here? Eh. Somebody asked me that we were talking about Breath of the Wild. And he asked me how I'd feel about, and he brought up, you know, that old IGN trailer for like a fake Zelda movie. And he asked me how I would feel about a Zelda movie. Plus 36%. It's 37%. And honestly, I kind of don't really want a Zelda movie. Like, that's gonna sound like sacrilege for me. Because, you know, I love Zelda. Well, I love old Zelda. But I don't trust modern Hollywood to get it right. Like, it doesn't matter which game they adapt and how they go about it. Because I feel like they're just gonna integrate a bunch of woke stuff in there. I mean, like, you know, the whole thing about Girl Boss Peach, they'll do that with Zelda, and possibly worse with Zelda. And I don't really want to see that, and they might have some diversity stuff about Ganondorf or whatever. Like, maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. Ow! 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 Owie! The heck? Okay, out of bounds, I guess. It might have some, like, woke stuff. It felt like there was some mandates with that. With the Mario movie. And, you know, that's... They didn't make it too bad, but... I don't know. With Zelda, I don't trust them to not ruin it. Especially for me, I really love Zelda. If you mess with it, that's gonna affect how I feel about it. Like, I already saw that with Breath of the Wild. They changed the formula so much, and granted, that was a drastic change. But now I don't like Zelda anymore because it just doesn't feel like Zelda anymore. With a movie, it would be hard, maybe. There are ways to go about it well, but I don't really trust modern Hollywood to do it right. I want a Zelda movie, but not from modern Hollywood. I would have wanted that from, like, you know, that old IGN trailer. I would have liked that. And sure, maybe it would have been a Kuso movie, but it would at least feel like it's, you know, its own self-contained story about the actual Zelda world. What if they adapt Majora's Mask and make it a dark fantasy horror animated movie? They'll never actually do. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, but, you know, that's the ideal. And the unfortunate thing is, when it comes to Hollywood, we have to check our expectations for video game movies. And it's why, like, we have to just kind of be satisfied with the Mario movie and Sonic 2 for all their faults. And I had to really check my own expectations and say that, yeah, I like Sonic 1 for what it was, even though I knew it deep in my soul then and now that it was not anywhere close to what I want a Sonic movie to truly be. And that the OVA was going to stay the best Sonic movie we'll ever get. But Sonic 2 thankfully felt like it was trying, which I'm really glad for. I've seen the opinion that Sonic 1 is the better movie, and like I guess, but I don't know. Sonic 2 feels more like it actually pulls from the Sonic series, so like sure I guess, but I'm gonna stay here and still like Sonic 2. Like there's a reason I have that on the Steelbook Special Edition and not Sonic 1. But going back to Zelda, we do have to check our expectations, and whatever they make, we'll have to be satisfied with it. But with Zelda, I love it too much for me to settle, I think. I think Zelda's story is straight point, but somehow Hollywood might mess it up. Yeah, they have to make it a little more complicated, throw in some more stuff, so that it's not just one guy walking across a map for an hour and a half. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, because, you know, the Mario movie was good. Sonic 2 was better than Sonic 1. I think there's been... Tetris, I've heard, is really good. Movie games in general have been better, and there was even that Ratchet and Clank movie, which, you know, was... You're not gonna get any of it if you don't know anything about the Ratchet and Clank games, but if you do, you're probably gonna like it. Right? At least I think I heard it was good. The OVA, it was okay. Was that a pun, or is that your genuine opinion? And did you say that? Because it rhymes. Okay, so genuine opinion. Did it really? What happened with that one? I wanted to watch it, but I never did. Dear House of Representatives, my husband, Francis, read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he is a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program, and he changed the universe so that driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. So, is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here, and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. I feel bad for Stephanie, but man, she's out of touch if she thinks that's how it works. To the House of Representatives, no less. In the old games, he was more like a wannabe tough guy, but then in the new one, they made him this wide-eyed idealist. It kind of broke his dynamic with Clank, because Clank's also like that. That's weird. Why'd they do that? But yeah, it's just another one of those things. Yeah, this was based on like a remake game, wasn't it? Health. Let's see. Plus 32%. 30. C speed. That looks good. But yeah, that's like one of those things where, you know, you can only trust Hollywood so much, you know? Before they just kind of fuck it up somehow, and often in critical, important ways. Let me just go heal real quick. the remake game was based on the movie, and the game was also made by Insomniac, the original dev, so it's like a really weird cycle. So, and the game was, well, that part I get. So they made a movie and then made a video game movie. I think I heard there was like a joke about that. That's really weird, but that's what they did. But yeah, it's another one of those things where it's like they'll just kind of find a way to mess it up somehow. Things have been getting better lately, but it's still, you know, like 3 movies is good. We're on a good pattern here. But hang on. Got a call. Hey, sorry for the wait. I got a call that I had to answer. But yeah, like that's that thing I mentioned. It's just you can't really, I feel like you can't, things have been getting better, but I'm still a little skeptical, especially for Zelda, mainly because I just love it so much. They made a game, then they made a movie, and then they made a game. Just like Street Fighter. Anyway, I particularly don't trust Sony to handle any IP with respect. Uncharted movie was just so bad and generic. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Uncharted. That kind of breaks the pattern, doesn't it? And the attitude surrounding the Last of Us show just makes me want to not want to touch it. Oh yeah, I've been forgetting about the stinkers with this. So it is funny to me that the most mature properties are kind of getting the short end of the stick here, while the kid-friendly properties aren't. And they're actually good now. Like, this is just me being petty, but it's like a bit of karma for people turning their nose up at Mario and Sonic, going, oh, shooters are better, shooters are more mature than baby stuff. Yeah, well, now your baby stuff wants you to cut your dick off and go around cross-dressing and start grooming kids and whatever. How does it feel to be on the other end? It Sucks, doesn't it? Maybe you should have been nicer. Why can I not get under here? I wonder how to even be able to progress with the game if I didn't choose the platforming one. Maybe I went too far with that insult, but I don't know. I'm not backing down from it. I'll change my words, but my general sentiment is the same of, well, maybe you should have been nicer. 'Cause look, your properties hate you now. I'm gonna grab some food, then maybe sleep eventually. Alrighty. Let us know what you grab to eat when you get back. Shifting fragment. Give supplement. Let's read some documents. Give supplement. Give AWE37. Recordings of the audio phenomena were uploaded onto the internet shortly after the event. These records circulated rapidly on popular message boards. The communications department utilized this exposure by creating the Sky Trumpet hoax, videos and posting related theories to spread confusion and draw attention away from the event's paranatural origin. Also, that's how feds do it. Industrial noise, particularly the sound of metal drilling, was found to be a widely accepted explanation. Theories about the sounds emanating from the Earth itself, known as seismic hum, emerged from the public itself and were encouraged by the Bureau to generate further misdirection and eventual public disinterest. Witnesses of the event were monitored discreetly afterwards. Observed symptoms were consistent with blank deprivation, but subsided after 12 to 15 days. The length of the symptoms directly correlated to the individual's proximity unsheltered to the supposed epicenter. One linked, although an accidental casualty can be listed. See report and reply. The effects of planar friction on hearing aids in file 14-200-1010. Well, I'm kind of regretting that insult I made, partially because that could come back to bite me, and also because it was just like wildly unrelated to the actual properties itself. But at the same time, like, yeah, if you were nicer back then, maybe these things wouldn't have happened. But now it feels to me like a bit of karmic justice. Because now your series that you lauded and applauded as being oh so mature hate you. They don't like you. And they hate you for being a buff guy and like, I don't know. For me, it's just like karma for being so smug about like turning your nose up at everything that doesn't have a gun in it. And for, eating up the movies as games thing. Gibbs reporting in, it has been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors, but not others. The path to the caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. John, Nicolay, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. Been streaming for an hour and a half now. I wonder if I'm gonna stream for another hour and a half, because I'm
Warning.
a little
Altered
tired.
item detected in Transport Bay. Access is prohibited per Safety Regulation 18.A.
How do I get in here? Do I have to just throw stuff around? I don't see an altered item anywhere. I guess I'll just go in here.
So that's the altered item.
Ah.
Looks pretty secure.
Transit engine. Let's see. Let's explore before I hit any buttons. Transit control. Just a film projector.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines.
Yeah, but then it's harder to get to the parts. Speaking of, I'm gonna go put those in here. Okay, so I guess I gotta just yank these off. Now the question is, okay, here they are. Okay. So they just kind of get dispensed. Oops. I should not have done that. Thank goodness they give you spares. Basketball.
Power restored. Resume altered item transport at designated terminal.
Oh, that's a scary machine. Can I go down there? Maybe I can. I don't know. Sector Lobby C. Doesn't look like I can go in there, so that's unfortunate. I need a flashlight.
Altered item transport in progress. Please stand back from the moving platform.
Alrighty. Now we go back. Probably to just open that door.
No altered material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Oh. Oops. I forgot to, That didn't hit him? Dang it. Of course that one hits him. Get out my lane, woman. Well, even though it's not a woman, but still. Yeah. I really appreciate energy recharge. Is there any more? Oh, I'm good at video. That aim was abysmal. Are they gone? Okay, they're gone. Okay, so it took the altered item somewhere. Anything here? Anything important around here? It doesn't look like it. Well, it doesn't look like I can go through those doors anyway. So. Alrighty. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, actually. No, scratch that. I am out of things to talk about. Yeah, I need those, that block destruction thing. To get to some of these. On the one hand, maybe I kind of chose the wrong skull. On the other, part of me feels like they're probably just, not very good skills anyway, because, I don't know, the game is only so generous what the skills it gives you. Which is to say, not very. At least, that's how it feels. You get a lot which just aren't very good. Dang it. What? Oh. Moving target is harder to hit. Keep moving to avoid enemy fire and sustain less damage. Oh, alright, let's try that again. I had a jump there. Ugh. Let me in. By my own bombs, no less. This ain't hidden. Yes, what documents do you have for me now? Oh man, they didn't want me going through here. I would have gotten a lot of use out of that rock destruction ability. So which one's the one that advances me and the one that doesn't? Probably here.
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Personnel not properly trained in altered item handling are restricted. Well, let's see where this goes. In the meantime, energy gain from headshots 36%, 36%. Duplicate, correspondence. New language. For immediate publication, I learned a brand new language. The fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I'll prove it. Ulilelmewity. Germilowabd. Yes, Oman. Echo. Quido. Well, I don't feel like I really need to read all this. See? Publish this letter and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address, even if you can't. Jabini Rog, Larry Humbert. Well, that was eccentric, but okay. This sounds like something somebody would publish as a prank. Like, yeah, this will show up those conspiracy theorists or whatever. Okay, this is foreboding.
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out?
Yeah, I was wondering
Are they
where it
shooting
went.
movies now?
Oh, Saki, if only you were here. Oh, it's in widescreen. Jesse Faden, starring in Swift Platform.
After that camera! And step on it!
She even acts like she's acting. Let's just, turn that up a little. Oh, Saki, if only you were here. Ooh. Ow. Back. Okay, you're back at a good time, Saki. Jesse's in a movie now. We chased a camera that was apparently an altered item, and now we have our obligatory rail stage.
No way am I sharing the spotlight with his.
Gosh. The way she's saying these sentences is something beautiful. It's like she's acting, but not acting. Okay, so they're gonna speed up to oh, that one's gone. Wait, how am I supposed to? Oh, dearest me. Okay, thank goodness. I was not sure I was gonna be able to dodge that one. I want to hear more of her voice lines.
Thought you could lose me, huh? Where am I talking to, a camera?
Don't stop talking to the camera, Jesse. You're funny when you're quirky.
Almost had it.
So thoughts on this section, Saki? I know you're a little burned out from like 80s styled cyberpunk movies.
You're too tall for this ride.
Ow. Cyberpunk 2088 looks great. Oh, what's gonna come at me next? I wonder if I can shoot those. The third act villain. Let's see, Pierce. I still appreciate the style being used from time to time, fits creatively. What object do you need to cleanse? A movie camera. But moving off to the side. Where'd he go?
Train's full.
Ow. I hate those guys, they're hard to hit. First say while following a glide, he's safely controlling your descent and avoiding fall damage. I'll redo it. No! Cleanse the altered item. Let's try that again. Second time. No, it was down here. Here we go. Alrighty. Now we'll do that movie camera thing. Unfortunately, I have to do it all over again, but I'm kind of looking forward to it because that was fun. Let's see, charge. Maybe I should use a different weapon than charge. They keep dodging my thrown projectiles, but maybe if I use spin. Alrighty, here we go. Take two, if you will. Oh, I'm too quiet right now. Typical of Hollywood to reboot Swift platforms. Of course they would. Of course they'd turn it into some, you know, an 80s remake, 80s style remake. This one's actually kind of hard. I'm like, not gonna lie. It's easy at first, but it gets harder over time. Oh, she didn't say the line. Oh. Oh, I liked it when she said the line. No way I'm sharing the spotlight with Hiss. Just get rid of that one. I'm confident I have better than that one. Oh, well, never mind. Nope, I can't damage it. Oh, thank goodness it just keeps me in place. Ah, I really like hearing her lines. Train's full. It's not the same without her lines. They're so funny. I have good aim. Let's try spin. My aim is not on par today. Nope, it's not having that. What's my next challenge? I'm really nervous about that other guy. He was really hard earlier on. Here's... Nope, never mind. Didn't have to. Ow. Ah. Yeah, it's not the same if you're playing this on a controller. Okay, I got that guy. Third active villain is gonna be the hard one. Any second now. Eh. Oh, come on! Oh. I'm gonna have to, well, first I'm gonna have to, oh, I already have maxed health. Shield strength, seize duration, levitation duration. Shield strength, I guess. No, it's sure. We have plenty, so let's use some of that. We'll hold off on that for now. That should hopefully do. I think what it's gonna take afterwards is just raw skill. I'm gonna be at this for a bit, unfortunately. I'm still a bit hungry too. It took too long to eat my food. Ugh. Oh, I wanted to hear the lines again. They were funny. I don't know why they didn't do that, but yeah, still, they kind of complete the experience, even if all they did was change the lighting to purple and pink or some such. Alrighty, what do you got for me? Maybe if I change things on grip, reload speed, damage. It's already as high as it can get. No. I'm glad these are close together, that way you don't have to worry too much about my dash not taking me far enough. Oh, surprised I didn't take any damage there. Thank goodness. Typical of Hollywood reboot swift platform. What? I jumped over it. I guess I have to like float over it or something. Ow. Do them. Melee energy renewal. Energy recovery and melee kills. No. Come on, recharge faster. I don't know how many acts are in a movie, but third act villain should be the last one, hopefully. Hopefully. No. Actually, I should have just shielded that guy. I probably wouldn't have had to deal with much if I did. Oh. At least I'm at full health. I like how Jesse takes this stability stance. Please don't send things to interrupt me. Owie! I should have blocked. Man. Now I gotta do all that over again. Ugh. Be nice if I could just fast travel there instead of having to run all the way over, but sure, fine, whatever. Yeah. Can't even make it speed up either. Just gotta wait. This boss is probably like super easy, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at it. Also, I might end the stream a little earlier than usual today. Maybe after I'm done with this, I don't know. Because, I'm always kind of sleepy on Sundays anyway, but I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of tired. Seeing how bad I am with my commentary makes me wonder why I even bother streaming. If I'm being honest, I think today I would rather have streamed Left 4 Dead, but I don't know. I kind of want to just chip away at Control some more. You know, if Bleem was here, he probably would have said, "Oh, a rail stage, just like Donkey Kong." Because he really likes Donkey Kong Country. Okay, didn't take any damage from that. Good. Off to a very good start. I wonder what would have happened if I was on that platform. Ah, sucks that I don't hear her movie lines. What do you mean they all missed? Is there a guy T-posing? Or it wasn't T-posing, he was like D-stancing. Good thing my launch damage is so high, but still. It's just such an annoying that it's useless against the flying things like Swift Villain. Or like third act villain. At least it's useful here. I just have to aim it, but still, something. I'm gonna have to be more conscious of blocking, since I don't have much room to dodge here anyway. Just aim this one properly. Okay, well, wasn't ideal, but it went well, maybe. Okay, well, the other guy's gone, so it worked out. Somehow. Is he gonna attack? What am I gonna attack him with? Shatter. This is not working. He keeps moving. Almost got him. Oh, finally. And hopefully that's the last of it. I don't want to deal with the fourth act villain. That guy was tough. Maybe it's just because I didn't have a lot of room to move around, but still, that was... Goodness, that was a lot. No more, no more, no more. Seizure warning, everyone! Gosh, that would give someone a seizure. Star performance.
What? We're back?
That's the achievement I got.
Did that really just happen? Felt like a dream. Or maybe a bad movie.
Jesse Faden, starring in Swift Platform. Okay, now we can get back to the thing we were supposed to do. It's a shame I don't get any, like, cool powers from that, but, oh well. I've already got all of them anyway. Alright, personal mods. Source gain per element pickup. +1, jeez. Recoil. Ammo recovery and taking his charge damage. Case files. Movie camera procedures. ID Action Max camera AI 80 UE. Acquisition date 09/14/2016. Containment location in transit. Action Max camera AI 80 UE. Containment procedure. The item should be isolated from any person or event that is objectively interesting since its effect is activated by the presence of dramatic incidents. Huh. Description: altered effect. A movie camera used to make commercial feature films. Internal mechanisms are unremarkable. Subjects near the item will often experience a torqued version of reality resembling the heightened drama and action of a movie. Whether these events are localized alternate realities or products of hallucination is currently unknown. Additionally, the item seems to record footage from these incidents and creates VHS copies, edited in the style of short films. That'd be so funny if it was like a video we could rewatch. Background. During their investigation, agents learned that a podcast titled Brian's Movie Den had reviewed the item-generated movie delivery disaster. The podcast's creator, Brian Hennerman, was taken for questioning. The staff of Movie Night, the store Mr. Hennerman rented the film from, was also questioned, to no effect. Oh, that'd be funny if it was like... if you got a multimedia collectible afterwards. Of just everything that happened there. They kind of match up with what it does and give you VHS copies. Kind of makes me wonder how this movie had put out was probably kind of bad. But it's funny to imagine that this thing is responsible for like a bunch of bad movies Hollywood puts out. And it's just like an AI making trends and such. Kind of like AI made movies now that I think about it, which I should still watch those. There's no way that it's responsible for the Mario movie. The Mario movie's too good for that. Case files. Okay, another case file. Movie camera supplement. Okay, Action Max camera AI 80 UE. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from Blank, Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to AI-80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The packaged camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in the San Fernando Valley, belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. Huh. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by AI-80 Yu-nee. Shoot First, Die Last, unreleased. Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, Delivery Disaster. Item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident, stopping production. It is believed that Blessed Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. Huh. Quite the story there. Shift account part 3. This is that thing I talk about. 1 document per room at minimum. Federal Bureau of Control. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We tried going into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found were noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branched out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom a sector over, or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were brought here, I know it. But for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report. Gibbs. You have my apologies, Gibbs.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Admittedly, I think this game is at its worst when this kind of just starts throwing one kind of supplemental story thing after another. Like, it's like, man, slow down a little bit. I just saw one in the last room.
I snuck into the Foundation through a back door I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there, but the situation is the worst I've ever seen. We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate. Well, orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
Alrighty. Complete the ritual in the collapse department. Let's see. And this is a scary looking creature. Gonna sleep now, I think. Good night. Oyasumi Saki, thank you so much for coming along. I hope you had a fun time with the stream.
Hello? Board, are you there? Okay, what the hell is going on?
Okay, so now I get the other ability.
I'm back here? Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball. Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
In the off chance that you're still here, Saki, real quick, because I didn't forget the store thing. Alright, that went well. Good night, head pat. Oh boy, am I gonna get a lot of use out of that. Oh, I'm gonna have to do so much backtracking. Destroy crystal formations using the Surf's weapon. Charge. Okay, so I can bring them back up too. Actually, they'll just kind of come back on their own. Certain crystal formations regrow after destruction.
I don't like you deciding what I can't have.
We should probably trust the board, but I am curious about that. Like, I mean, I am gonna need this skill. Is there a reason why I can't have it? That's kind of cool, actually. Make unmake, 80 out of 100. That's an achievement I have waiting for me. Oh, dang it, I fell through. Go ahead, come on. I don't know how I'm supposed to lure a guy over to me with when he has a gun. Like, it's not really gonna want to shoot me. Like, look at this. Okay, never mind. Did not think that was gonna work. Oh, I have to lure them. Okay, well, that wasn't as stubborn as I thought it would be.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers!
Okay, so well, I'm guessing we're gonna have to find Former here. And fight Former here. This looks like a boss walkway if I've ever seen it. Oh. That is a thing. Actually, haven't I fought that before?
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it? So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are? Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it? Are you part of the board? Or used to be? Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for... Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone? I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
What was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Okay, so going off of that last word, reach the research site Gamma and Canyon Rim. Going off of that last word, Former has something to say about the nail, and it's apparently a bad thing. That said, we have to decide who we want to trust. Board or Former? The board seems to kind of keep things in check. The Former went against them. Not sure why. Research site Gamma and Canyon Rim. Actually, see if there's any way to get to Canyon Rim relatively quickly. No, there's not. No, there does not seem to be. That's unfortunate. Evade ammo refund. Okay, that one looks better. Ammo recovery on evade use, 12% versus 9%. Get rid of that one. Oh! Well, what should we do? I'm gonna keep going down that path the game set for me. Thank you, Nano. Was that angry? I kind of tried to keep my sneeze quieter this time. I mean, angry. Was it that loud? I don't know why I said angry. Open faster. I'm fine with it. It's hilarious to me for some reason. Yeah. One of my many quirks. Alrighty. Oh wait, I'm back here. Okay, so I was supposed to go to the crossroads. There's no other way. There's a shortcut of sorts, I'm sure. But it doesn't seem... I mean, it shows on my map, but I'm not seeing it here. So maybe it's somewhere else below this. Hi. Where'd he go? He just kind of disappeared. What the heck? Okay. I guess he didn't want to fight. That's that then, I suppose. Okay, I went in through there. Now there was that area that I came up out of. It does not look like I'd have an easy time getting there. Nope, I can't float onto the nail either. Darn. Real quick, I'm gonna fast travel all the way to where I can change my clothes. Central Executive. The pierced service weapon is fully charged. It will auto-fire after a delay. Master the time to get the most out of this powerful weapon. Sleepy. Outfits, let's see. Civilian, which I kind of like the most, actually. Janitor's assistant, asynchronous suit, director's suit, candidate P7, office assistant, golden suit. I really don't like the golden suit. It's kind of... Man, does it look silly. I'm just gonna keep my bad bitch outfit on. Let's see, crossroads. Yeah. I sneeze awfully loud for some reason. I'm not one of those people who's blessed with a cute sneeze of any kind. I don't have like the femboy sneeze, and of course I'm not a girl, so I don't have a cute girly sneeze.
Director?
I sneeze like I'm screaming.
The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
Let's see.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Okay. Reach research site Gamma or the Canyon Rim. Well, not sure where the Canyon Rim
All
is.
the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense, and a couple of my instruments have already broken.
Maybe we should take that as a sign to pack it in?
I didn't take you for a quitter, Dr. Saba. There's a reason I packed a black rock-plated microscope.
Oh, let us see. Okay, so I have to go through here. Canyon Rim. I really appreciate that I can just blow stuff up with charge. That said, I'm probably not gonna go for all of those little item boxes, because admittedly, I don't think a lot of them have particularly great stuff, and I was wrong. They have
Who should I
currency
be
of
listening
sorts.
to? Weird Entity A or B? Or neither? Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch.
Ow, I hurt myself. Actually, what if I used Shatter for this? Oh, that's even better. Now I don't have to worry about damaging myself. I like just being able to break things.
Whoa!
Ah!
I'm in the astral plane. Oh, this bleed is just getting worse and worse.
Caught me off guard. Should have known. Energy renewal. Alrighty. Energy gain from headshots. 38%, 36%. Get rid of that one. Astral collision. The canyon rim. Okay, well. Okay, so I can get back here. That's pretty handy. Evade ammo refund.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
My assumption was that they just dropped it here. Where everything? Oh boy. A gold cube? And an item box. Let me grab this real quick. Dodge efficiency. Yeah, I've got better. Okay, so I gotta throw it in there, I guess. Good thing I get more than one try. Charge indeed.
Hiss in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
So I don't like the axe ones. Let me. Okay, get him. Get the rock guy. That was fast. Launch health recover. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, now that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna hold on to that. I believe it's stronger though. Like, maybe more health. Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Where dogs, where cats, where otters, where butterflies, where everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body, but it's It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John Lemaine. Dear Science. They just wrote it to Science. Shield boost. Plus 53%. It's 54%. Like here, we'll give you something at 1% weaker. I wonder what makes this kid think they have human eyes. I'm pretty confident it's a kid anyway. It's pretty fun seeing if I can just get that in one hit. Nani? It's both a good and a bad thing that the crystals don't regrow. Because on the one hand, I don't have to deal with them moving the platform away from me. On the other, it would be pretty funny and it'd be a lot of fun if they could, is that someone up there? If they could, like, lift up platforms for you. Zoom boost. Well, I don't really have a lot of zoom boosts. As in, I only have one, so darn. You can't see that up there, but maybe? I wonder if I need to worry about those. I should have checked where that log went. Oh, and it's behind me. Oh. Shifting fragment. Maneki Neko procedures. Oh, I saw that earlier, didn't I? I will read that. Because that sounds kind of interesting to me. I wonder if that's going to be important later. Yeah, you can tell I don't want to read these anymore because I'm just starting to postpone these. ID, Maneki Neko statue. Containment procedure, unknown. Description, altered effect of a ceramic beckoning cat figurine. Common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is a list of the items observed altered effects. Non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement, waving its arm. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of AI-48 is unknown. Background. How the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared inside the cell. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items have been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform blank tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location is unknown. So I can get it to spawn if I do certain things. That's interesting. I saw it once, but only once. I wonder if I'll see it again? And even if I do, how? Yeah, this is just ripping things up from the other place. From the real world, I guess.
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
Kind of funny to imagine somebody's gonna be walking around without their shirt on. Like, what's that guy doing? Oh, he saw a window. Oh, okay. Funds control point. Unmapped area. Abilities. Okay, so I get a path to choose from. And I didn't even bother to think it through. Although maybe there was one behind it or I'd get to go down both, but I guess not. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on to the trap. Ow! Stop that, you little bastard. Evade ammo refund, shifting fragments, spin rate, fire boost. Launch health recovery. Alright. About the windows, I'm sure. Oh, it breaks all of them. That's convenient. Alrighty. What am I doing? Let me just chuck a rock at this guy. Power generator. At least that's all that went down. Oh. Okay, it has to go down in there because, like, it's a basketball again. Oh, no. Darn it. Yeah. I'll just take care of this guy. Yeah, effectively just finish him off at that point. Nah. You cannot heal properly. There are enemies nearby. Alright, there we go. Got a little stuck. I'm good at video games. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, I see. It's blocked in there. Alright, anything else? Doesn't really look like it. Interesting how it just kind of floats anyway, but then again, I guess that's kind of the norm here. We have seen a lot of floating objects around after all. Alrighty. I don't even see when it goes in there, it just kind of does. Oh, the crystals reforms all. Okay. So very little for me to say. I'm just kind of no thoughts head empty right now. Quite the area I've gone through. Hope there's something good at the end. I'll just claim this control point. This should hopefully be a good area to go through. Astral platform RW. I don't even see it anywhere on here. But the good thing is I can fast travel here whenever I need to, so that's good. So in case there's a reason for me to leave and come back, I have the means to make it a lot easier. Floating rock here. I wonder if that's a glitch or if that's intended. The temptation to just blow everything up is very strong. Oh, I can't corrupt them and have them join me. Okay, so that's gonna be annoying. Ow! How did he get over there so fast? evade ammo refund, spin grouping efficiency. Oh, dearest me. Before we do that, let's see if we can, see what upgrades we just got. Ammo recovery on weapon hits, well, something, plus 7%. Accuracy, plus 26%. Absolute, okay, so that's definitely higher. Then we got ammo recovery on evade use, 12% versus 20%. That's a lot better. Shield energy cost, minus 13, minus 24. I kind of want to get use ammo recovery on evade use, but I don't know. I like having the launch. No, you're mine now. I probably shouldn't shoot him. I feel a little bad. I mean, like, well, he did try to kill me, but he's my friend now. So, I don't know. Granted, not intentionally, but a friend's a friend. Why shoot someone who's not going to shoot you, especially when they're going to just, you know, die when they feel like when they feel like they hate being your friend and no. Yes, give me your documents. Give me your control point. America overnight fatality. That is kind of interesting, though. Compiled by Agent Lisa Keenum, lead investigator, by order of Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations. Oh, I'm almost in 3 hours now. That's sooner than I expected. Incident report. Reply, offsite employee fatality. Summary. An item resembling a fondue set was sent to America overnight, aka FBC Initiative 72A. Offsite studio accompanied by a threatening letter and cremated human remains. Whoa. Longtime show producer Karen Harris was killed when she blank her blank into the item. Mr. Blank, the program's host, was able to contain the item by blanking it. Okay, so he was in on the FBC and he knew a lot of this stuff, so he was in charge of this entire show. Wasn't it? Or wasn't he? Action taken. I don't think they said that earlier in the story, did they? Action taken. The fondue set is undergoing evaluation at the FBC satellite facility in blank. The package was traced back to a P.O. box belonging to the Blessed Pictures production company. Really? The same company was involved in the discovery of AI-80. Huh, that's okay. So Blessed Pictures knows a little more about this stuff than anybody might have suspected. According to post office records, Blessed's P.O. box was opened in 1968 and paid through December 2029. Employees cannot recall ever collecting mail from the P.O. box. Case 13HQ 612 has been reopened. Attempts to locate the physical address for staff of Blessed Pictures are ongoing. Addendum. It should be noted that during debriefing, Mr. Blank revealed he was in a romantic relationship with Miss Harris. He has since been placed on mandatory leave of absence for violating Bureau guidelines. I mean, he's got to contain the program somehow. I mean, the item. Or do they mean the guidelines is in relationship stuff? A lot of stuff. Okay, now I gotta go through the other side. And I get to see everything I've done up to this point, all this area I've gone through. I want some Dairy Queen right now. Wouldn't that be something if I could just... Going pretty far out, so... I wonder how much further I can go. Not all the way there. I doubt that, but that'd be kind of cool if I could. Is that possible? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if I increased my levitation further. I wonder how much of the area I could have skipped. Nope. You're gonna help me now. I was just too lazy to switch to charge. Seize speed, plus 55, plus 94. Oh. No. Like, yeah, nah. Oh, I see. I was supposed to, go from that platform. They assumed that I might not have... That I might not have been able to make it there on my own. Make it very far on my own, which is a fair assumption. Good that they kept variables in mind, but, you know, any good dev worth their salt does that. Instead of taking the YouTuber approach where they go, oh, well, if you couldn't do that, then that's your fault. Like, no, that they don't know how stingy people will be with their upgrades. We do like charge around here. Finally got to use one of those traps. Ow! Ah, idiot. Walked into a bottomless pit. Speaking of, on that note, I should probably go take advantage of all that health stuff over there. Because I could probably use it. There's plenty, might as well use it. Any more golden blocks? Yes. So there's another one left somewhere around here. Oh, okay. I'm standing on it. Silly me. So it seems like the left route was the easier one. Should probably increase my levitation height now that I think about it. It's kind of maxed though, isn't it? At least I think it was. The handy little checkpoint. Where are we at now? At 3 hours and 5 minutes. Okay, there he is. I was wondering where he went. I don't know why I can do all this, and why I can do all this stuff regularly, but I keep forgetting the controls. Launch ammo refund, that's helpful. Shifting fragment. Alrighty. Correspondence screen. Oh, fine. Since you already respawned the enemies. Seize accelerator. Actually. Yeah. Knock it off. You're supposed to be my friend. Yeah. Also, I can control these guys. Ow, wait. Should not have done that. Oh, it gets sit your bitch ass down. Seize sure is taking a little while now. It'd be nice if Jesse could add more personal upgrades at a time. Let's get the control point first. Regain my health while I'm at it. Or wait, did I already have max health? Oh no, there's one in the center. Dodge efficiency. That's pretty good.
Entry day plus 86. There's been a change. Hercules and Mabel. I mean, id numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel. She was always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets, did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy. Using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. But now I realize I've grown fond of it. There's something deep in the stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I'll refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is. An impotent storm. Father Shade in a cheap suit.
Rotation duration. It's ground slam damage. A little more. Yeah, sure. Might be stingy with these. Seize duration, large enemies when their health is low. And that would be a lot of fun. So let me do that. I have enough for it. Now I have 3 left. Effectively speaking, I don't need much else. At that point, it's just damage increases. Ammo recovery after taking launch damage. Oh, ugh. Ammo gained from taking melee damage, almost 100. Well, it's infinite, so I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I don't like the sound of it. Let's see, oh my goodness. Evade energy cost minus 23. Ammo recovery on evade use plus 5. Okay, get rid of that. Seize speed plus 71. Plus 94. Oh, okay, so that's why seize speed took so long. Source gained from taking melee damage plus 30. Ammo recovery on evade use. Okay, so we have some really good power-ups now. It took a long time, but hey, better late than never. Alright, the documents. Alright. Astral Mimic. Compiled by Dr. Emily Pope, Head of Research, by order of Director Jesse Faden. Field research on Astral Entity, Astral Mimic Confidential. Summary: Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess para-utilitarian abilities. The most notable ability witnessed is the levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist, or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure, with no trial in the astral plane required. The prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world, caused by the astral bleed. Or to file blank for full report. Oh, green. Okay. Deadliners. I don't know if you all can see this because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pen in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's the wrong me, and it's all green. Look out for the color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Don't let it get close. Don't let it in. But if you do not matter, what you do not spec to it. Oh. Please, I need you safe, Peggy. I don't want you to end up here too. I don't know where I've gone. Kind of like... Oh, wait a minute. That's what happened with that guy in the salt lamp, wasn't it? Or it was a mineral lamp of sorts. Yeah. It's America Overnight.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29... You're listening to America Overnight, now in our 29th year, lifting the veil between fiction and reality. Thank you for staying up with us. I've been getting a lot of calls about this meteor in Sterling, Colorado. There are reports of a large...
Well, I'm not going to listen to all of it, but it was one of them where they had a lamp of sorts. A woman named Peggy said her husband would look at it all the time and describe everything as green, and his eyes were
3
green.
day plus 86. There's been a change. Hercules and Mabel... I mean, it numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today.
We listened to that already. Anything up here? Ooh, okay. Niche position. Achievement 4 out of 10. Really, here of all places. This is like an abstract art piece of art all on its own. I can barely hear them. I love how no matter how quiet it all is, you can at least hear the intro or outro. I wonder how many other hidden areas I missed throughout the game. Which is unfortunate because I do kind of go out of my way to discover as many of these as possible. Projectile spread. Just, I'm a little impatient right now. Rejected episode. Okay. So I'm guessing that one was rejected because they didn't want anybody knowing about the board. Okay, I want to try my new ability on this guy. Oh, that took a little bit. Okay. Have at him, have at him. Whoa! Oh, come on, man. You can do that. You can do better than that. Oh, come on. Well, that kind of sucked. Dang it! He still hit me. Ammo gain for taking melee damage. Rate of fire. Go away. Better yet, you're gonna help me. Well, taking that big guy was not as useful as I thought it would be. The guy deals a truck ton of damage to me, but everyone else, no. It's like that meme. The boss when you fight him versus the boss when you recruit him. When you get to play as him, he just kind of sucks. Anything else here? And is that the board saying that, or has Former taken control of the board? It doesn't, I don't know, something about the board saying that, oh yeah, we just messed up casually. It's very suspect to me. That doesn't sound like something they would say. Oh, maybe I need to get rid of all these crystals first. Or maybe I need to aim properly. I see. And I probably shouldn't just blow stuff up all willy-nilly either.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Something's not right here.
I'm overthinking this whole board Former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do. But I've got my intuition. And you.
That's a good point. Trench would have done that, actually. Health recovery on launch. It's, I mean, 5% is something, but I don't know, it's not very good. I got extra points from that, so that's good. I didn't have to go through there, but I did. You can use both crouch and the environment to avoid incoming attacks. Always keep moving. You know, I would like to actually continue onwards. I don't know, maybe just a little more.
The nail is almost repaired. You really do have a knack for this kind of work.
Sure, let's
Any
try it
progress
here.
with the nail?
Of course. I've been busy with surface analysis. Its composition is remarkably similar to that of material found in the astral plane, but it alters itself between my observations. It's almost as if it doesn't like being examined.
So the nail is from the astral plane?
Not necessarily. See, if we assume that, we're suddenly facing a lot of new questions. How did something so large get out of the astral plane? How did it get inside the oldest house? Did a threshold bring it in? Did people? Maybe through the motel.
Maybe it was always here.
Doubtful.
I mean, I don't know. I get the feeling the nail kind of kept it here. Like, didn't they say that at one point? In one of the documents or Ash's studies?
Have you spent any time looking into the crystals growing around here?
As if I could resist. The biggest question is where it comes from. A threshold? Or is it native to the Foundation? But if so, why doesn't it grow in the rest of the oldest house? The fact that they returned to an earlier state when damaged is severely inconsistent with our reality's adherence to linear time. So either they're A, partially conscious, or B, organic elements that are foreign to and yet influenced by our dimension. The jury's still out. Have you learned anything about the crystals?
I have a power that lets me stretch them.
Huh.
Yep.
No questions about that. Ever since that one document or that one audio recording where someone said we were breathing that stuff in, I think it was a document like that. That's been bothering me. You know, like, so now they're just breathing in like iron sediments and such.
Any idea what Marshall would be doing down here?
That information is on a need-to-know basis, Faden. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But honestly, I never had much interaction with Marshall. She only came to me when she was looking for Darling. But this is Helen Marshall we're talking about, the woman who single-handedly dealt with the Bergen Peak AWE. If she's down here, it's because she needs to be.
Well, clearly she couldn't handle this one on her own.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
Alrighty. As much as I want to continue... Oh, there's 2 more areas. Yeah, no, never mind. 100%. I'm ending the stream here because I'm tired. I'm over the 3-hour time limit. I'm kind of done for today, so... So we're gonna end it off here. So to everybody who came along, Nano, Saki, Tribal, Shoreline. Yep, that's everyone. Thank you all so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I hope it wasn't too dull, because I know my commentary was pretty lackluster. So, but either way, that's gonna be it for tonight. So to everybody who came along, Oyasumi, or Big Sister, have a good night. Oh, I'm sleepy.